Hello. My name is William, and this is the House of Sewing. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday night, and I have a huge echo, of course. But instead of my usual fluff, let's go sewing. Wrong button.
Friday kicking with ballistics on WIMN. Yo, I got a phone call, my God. You want to okay? I said, hold up. Yo, Big Dick, you're trying to get money here. WIMN, Dallas Soul, Saturday, y'all.
Girl meets boy on Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. Boy then let's go hit his way. Boy rolls blunt back to his boys. Erection brings bad boy joys. Boy thinks of that big fat back. Big black fat, love big black fat. Girl calls boy to stand him up on Saturday. Saturday is a Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday. Saturday is a Saturday, Saturday is a Saturday.
Once more with a wallop in the score. Smash about a riff should make you rock your hip. Revival of the roller boogie in a ricochet to make you think about the time we spoke fun instead of fight. But diving from a piece of metal should have yo, slip your butt to the fix of this mix. Toss that briefcase, it's time to let loose. Cause you work like heck to get the weekend check. So unfasten that sleeper on your neck. Connected like a vibe from the wheel to the foot. Come on everybody, get the funky output.
5 days you work, one whole day to play. Come on everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, yeah.
Now as you pump your fists, I reminisce to a bounce rock skate roll fest to impress. Hey pretty diamond, do you like the way I'm dressed? Cool, keep the faith and be my mate, cause all we need is feet. But promote the hustle cause it keeps me thin. No need to talk, look who just walked in.
Is there a gun on stage?
Yes, man.
So kick the wham on this jam.
Oh, Mr. Sprinkler, Mr. Sprinkler. Wet me for one, Mr. Sprinkler. I'm heating high five and a day's no split. With a yawn, I trip to the dawn. Out comes the bodies following the one idea. It's clear. Rattle to the roll. Hold back up the track, grab your roller skates, y'all. And let's zip on by. Zippity doo, now let's zip on by. Feed on the weed and we're feeling high. Sun is on thick and the cheese is rolling thick. Come on, it's no time to hide. Season is twist, spinning and winning. No hack and sack, let me in. Spill on the bottom away, but it's okay. It's a Saturday.
Now let's all get baked like Anita.
Watch Mr. Lawn, don't look at the Peter.
Feel on the farm, I'll feel on the.
Hey, watch that.
It's a Saturday.
Now is the time to act the fool tonight. Forget about your worries and you will be alright. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday,
Hello. Welcome to my so-called life. My name is William, and this is the House of Sewing. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday night. I am, as usual, finally rested and caffeinated and ready to go. I have quite a few things to show this evening. Let me know if you can hear me. I was having technical difficulties earlier, so let me know if you can hear me. I hope I'm coming through loud and screamy as usual. Awesome. Mona, great to see you. I had my notes. Yay. Okay, good. I think it was just the Rumble Studio then. Awesome. But before we get to the festivities, and I bought another sewing machine today. But how's it going, Greg? How's it going? But you know what? I just want to say it's not a problem until you're hiding it under the bathroom sink. When you have sewing machines under your bathroom sink, then it's a problem. And all of my sewing machines are out for display. This program is for entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. And its content is not intended to malign any religion, lack thereof, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by my so-called life and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every single human being on planet Earth. And here at my so-called life airlines, we have exits on both sides. That's well, if you're having a bad day, if you need a hug, it's not for everybody. But we have exits on both sides. That's a izquierda and derecha. Yeah, hello, hello. I hope everybody's having a great evening. But it's true. As long as you're not hiding sewing machines under the sink, you're okay. You're okay. Hey, Native Atheist, how's it going? Great to see you. Great to see you. This program is an official message for the government, and it's fully actionable. It's really actionable in a court of law. You got to come with a disclaimer nowadays. You have to, because I'm not here to malign anyone. I'm here to talk about sewing machines and the crazy stuff that I did all day. Yeah, great to see you, Native. Great to see you. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. I woke up this morning really unmotivated. I mean, extremely. I opened my eyes and my brain was like, go back to sleep. But I chose to get up and go to the swap meet, and I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I did. Do you know what's funny, Greg? Every time I've been watching the Olympics, and every time the French or the Welsh or anyone that's Welsh wins, it makes me think of you. Oh, that's hilarious. So, I purchased this what is it? Is it Riccar? Riccar. One day I'll be able to turn down a green sewing machine. It's that avocado green James Bond 1960s, 1970s look. At least that's the excuse that I'm giving myself. I purchased this beautiful thing at the lovely San Fernando Valley swap meet here in Southern California. And you know it's going to be a hot day when it's like 85, 90 degrees at 7:45 in the morning. But I purchased this beautiful sewing machine and a ton of fabric. My justification is because I cleaned out my fabric the other day. Win a medal and still have to be Welsh. That's in no way, shape, or form are we here to malign anyone. And I had to laugh because I walked up and the vendor, she was like, she kind of didn't see me, and she was like, I was like, how much for the sewing machine? And she said $50, and she looked up at me and she's like, just give me half. Because she knew. Here I am. There I go again on my own. I decided to come and, show up an hour early this evening because most people that watched my show are on the East Coast. So I'm trying to have some consideration. Great to see you, Gilroy. Great to see you. Yay. Hello, hello. Some countries, the prize for winning gold should be to move to a better. Yeah, but there's people that live in the country that you're thinking of right now, and they're thinking the same thing about America. So it all depends on where your feet are planted. Great to see you, Gilroy. Great to see you. And I have room. It's not like I didn't need another sewing machine, but it's avocado green, and that's going to be my excuse. But before we get to any of that, Great to see you. Great to see you. Yeah, but they're all. You know, Greg, I'm not gonna have anyone from any country besides America watching my streams. Oh, I love it. I love it. So it's been about a month and a half since I've purchased fabric, and for me, that's a run. That is a run. Jokes aside, that machine looks amazing, and I would pay real money for that. Thank you, thank you. This is something I'm gonna put on display, but it works. So I'm gonna show you in a minute that it does work. It's really 50-50 with old school machines, but I had to laugh when I popped the top of this. It was all metal. I constantly complain about how machines, there was that weird mix in the late 60s, 70s where they started throwing plastic on sewing machines. And this machine is all metal. So I ordered way too much fabric. See, Mona knows what I'm talking about. I try not to guilt myself. I cleaned, I went out of my way. I'm looking like you guys can see it. One day I will learn that. I am terrible on lives for that because I'm looking like you can see it. I cleaned my fabric section. I took all like the half stuff, everything. And I have all my 5 and over yards right in front of my face. The only Olympic sport I was interested in was shooting. Then I found out that they just shot really fancy 22 rifles. Call me back when they start shooting something. You didn't know that has real power. Yeah, they might as well have squirrel guns. Also, my views are not my views of sewing. If you have a problem with my views, I'll give you my address and you can come tell me about it. A kangaroo with a briefcase is going to show up. All metal are the best. They are. And even in today's modern day sewing machines, it's a claim that they'll say this machine is all metal, but they still use plastic parts. And I really do not think that people understand what all metal means. If you see me favoring my hand, I have officially fractured and I basically have broken my hand from cowboy stuff at my job, and because I can't wear a brace at my job, I have a broken hand. So I'm gonna have to teach myself how to be right-handed. They should have an AK-50 bracket that now exists. Always love your shorts. Thank you, Native. Thank you. I've really I've been filming for 5 years now. I have a ton of footage. So it's good that I could show that stuff off. And I have to laugh. You can always tell when it's an older short because my beard isn't gray. 4 years ago, my beard was not gray. So that goes to show you start YouTubing, you'll go gray. Yeah, Mona, I'm like intermittently in a lot of pain, but I took a bunch of I took aspirin. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I was gonna bring my table in here and everything, and I was like, I shouldn't push it too much. Because I was told to like settle down at my job and go into the office, and I didn't do it, and I almost broke my hand. That's why you have two hands in case you break one. But I'm left-handed, and I didn't realize how much, you really don't realize how much you use something until you hurt yourself. And then you're like, oh man, I really use my left for everything. Because I'm extremely ambidextrous, but I always lean towards my left, So I'm walking around with a broken hand. But it goes with the territory of my job. I have a tough guy job, so I'll show up with tape on it and just tell a story. They should give them World War I rifles, something that's actually difficult to hoot. WW2 ones are too as well. Trying to turn a screwdriver with your offhand is comical. Thank you. or writing notes or just all kinds of stuff. Just okay. So you see, I did it again. And I'm constantly doing this with my hand. I don't know. I'm not gonna last with I'm gonna have to put my hand in a brace. But for anyone who knows me, this hat fits. I am the real life magician's apprentice. I had to. I had to. Do you know when I go to the SWAT meet, I'm constantly hunting for fabric, but I'm also looking for goofy stuff, for stuff that that makes me laugh. And when I was a kid, I loved The Magician Apprentice. And that's me. Every time I get a new sewing machine, I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Then there's smoke coming out of the machine. Oh, good times. Good times. So this will be incorporated into the House of Sewing. This Oh. And all right, I'll quit making excuses and I'm just gonna grab the fabric. Do you know what's funny? One of the vendors I go to, they always wrap the fabric I buy in more fabric, and I feel like I get a freebie because I'm gonna make something out of this checkered material. I feel like I got something for free. But I also did buy a ton. You know what's so funny? This is tweed. Tweed is so heavy, it's not even funny. Ugh. I'm telling you, where I live, denim has an unreal price. The bag is just stuff they can't sell. Absolutely. And that's so funny because I would have bought that. I agree with you. That's why they always give me a piece of fabric instead of a bag. This is 5 yards of denim. Where I live, I have no idea why in downtown they want outrageous prices of denim. I think I had a suit made of that when I worked in office in the 90s. I love that print. It reminds me of Beetlejuice. I don't know. I absolutely love that print. I think it's also because I grew up around a lot of automotive shops, and automotive shops have checkered floors. I've actually helped people put checkered it's like just pressed vinyl. You literally just put it on the ground, but I've helped people refloor their garage to look like an automotive shop. I am such a geek. I bought Huey Lewis in the news. I've been talking about Huey Lewis for the past couple of days. And I found this right next to The Magician's Apprentice. And it has all my songs on it because I grew up in the suburbs. And it's so sad. I bought this for $1. And to me, like, I guess it's because I was there when this all came out. I love these songs. And it's all the MTV era songs, too. So it was laughable when I was driving home. It was laughable because I was bumping Huey Lewis in the news in the middle of Los Angeles, and people were looking at me like, did this guy just come out of a time machine or something? Oh, early 90s obsession with geometry was certainly a choice. People still do it. It's everywhere. Oh, if you have sports, you basically have all the good Huey Lewis songs. I haven't been disappointed on one song. And it's so sad. It just reminded me, like, I don't know. I'm one of those people. I'm a nostalgic human, but it was a great album. Oh, Kilroy is 100% correct. And the funny thing is, this guy had a stack of CDs and he put it down, and I'm like, oh, you have terrible taste in music, sir. Terrible taste. This is 5 yards of denim. This is huge. This is a huge amount of denim. But I love incorporating denim into my style. It's kind of one of my trademarks, you know. So I always need a large. Oh, I love that song. And you know what, Native, I've been putting that in a lot of my shorts lately. So when I saw that CD, I was like, oh, I need this. Excuse me. Oh, did I just see a black man in biker clothing singing? I love Huey Lewis. Oh, you should see the reaction of people when I'm driving. Oh. And I had it bumping so loud that you could hear it over my air conditioner, and my windows are rolled up. Oh. So I have to I'm gonna have to fold this, but there's a couple projects that I actually want to finish and a few things. I don't think this is the same denim that I had before, but I don't care. There's all kinds of crazy things that I can do with this. I'm excited. And this is what I call real denim because it's thick. This isn't something that you would necessarily, this isn't like fake denim, something you get off of Amazon where it's a blend. This is actual denim. And in a weird way, it's kind of rare to get actual denim nowadays because let's be real, it's cheaper to mix denim. So I could sit here and point to every single one of my vests, and all the ones from like the 2000s and below are not necessarily all real denim, but they're real denim. The newer ones are more of a weird blend. And that's my my TED talk about denim. Good grief. Oh, and I'm telling you, when I go to those places where everything's $1, I'm on seek and destroy mode. I'm like walking around. I put my glasses on for that, and I found a blank skateboard deck. And you know what's really funny? I skated for over 25 years. But the older I get, the more and more I'm more nostalgic and injury prone than a professional. Because in my mind, I'm Tony Hawk. Because I've been skating since I was this tall. But just like when I was videotaping myself in the gym and I fell on my rollerblades, I was laughing, but I was hurt. I was injured. 100% cotton is also a pain to care for. I'm sure people like washing their jeans. The material I have is starched. It comes starched. So I don't know if I'm just gonna. It's a complete blank deck. It has to be. It needs grip tape. I have everything that I need to make it a skateboard, but I might I might just keep it as a wall hanger. It still has pop and everything because it's never been used. So we'll see. You'll know when you see it in a video. Last time I skated, I fell hard. That was it for me. I've been ice skating or rollerblading my entire life. But when it comes to like skateboarding, I thought I was going to be a pro. And really, I am just tail prone, breaking. I'm just prone to hurting myself. For some reason, I'm much more coordinated on skates. What material do they make skateboards out of? It's pressed wood. It's literally, you can see it in the cut on the side. That's just layer upon layer upon layer of wood. And in a weird way, that reinforces the board and gives it its pop, which is right here, which is that curve that you can see. And that's actually a perfect piece to show you what a skateboard is made out of. That's a perfect piece because it's a blank deck. Because most of the time when you get a deck, it's painted. There's all kinds of weird stuff that goes on. That is literally just a deck. So I got this for $1, and I'm probably gonna relive my youth and hurt myself. Now Mona has me cautious. A long time ago, I was trying to show off in front of my nephews, and they were like, "Oh, we do this in video games." I was like, "Kid, go get my board, kid. I do this in real life." I went to nollie and I pulled a muscle. And when I landed on the ground in full karate kick, like just stuck there, like, oh, it's not easy getting old. It's not easy. Oh, it's not easy. Oh, only tried skating 2 times, roller skates and ice skating. No thanks. I grew up ice skating because I grew up near like an old school mall that had a real rink, like a real Olympic size rink. Which, you know what's so funny? It's probably way gone because in my town there's a rink. There's like hockey rinks everywhere in LA now. Everywhere in Los Angeles. That makes sense, actually. Laminated is how you make strong curved woods. It makes boards invincible. You'd be surprised. Like, I am not a lightweight human, and I can completely land on a board and it won't break. I was airborne, then straight back on the cement. That's the worst. I think my problem is that I try to relive my youth. Like right now, I was trying to be tough at my job and I broke my hand. Because I'm not 25 anymore. I was 20 years ago. Oh, oh. I was airborne, then straight back on cement. Yikes. Yikes. I pulled a muscle in my back this week, picking up some trash out in my yard. Least manly injury ever. I has it been 2 years? 2 years ago, literally standing where the magician's hat is, I pulled my coccyx and I didn't know what happened. I panicked. It was awful. Awful. Everyone did what? The only time I had fallen like that, I broke my leg. Yikes. I think because I grew up, I did ice skating and rollerblade first. It gave me a weird sense of balance. But with that being said, I never snowboarded. I fall every time I tried to wakeboard. I would eat it so hard that my wakeboarding career is over. The only bone I broke was finger playing basketball in high school. I feel my whole hand is broken. I'm laughing because I did it to myself. It was a preventable injury, but I'm such an intense human that like I broke my hand. I couldn't bend back for 3 days from picking up a piece of trash. Getting old is Getting old is terrible. I tell the story all the time how I kicked my coffee table. I bought this reinforced oak old school coffee table. It is indestructible. I kicked it and I thought I broke my foot. But no, it's just me getting. It was in the dark too because I was looking for something and I thought I knew I was going to my own house, and I kicked that thing full swing and it. Oh man, I still flinch thinking about it. Getting old is not for the weak. Oh, so I guess the tweed summer is going to continue into the tweed winter. Do you know what's so sad? Even though it's August and we still have a few hundred something days, I like where I live, because I live in a really windy place. The second summer is over, it gets cold. Well, California cold. So bring the wind on. Bring the Santa Ana winds on. See, I drink with my left hand. I'm having to teach myself how to maneuver with a different hand. I screwed up my elbow, didn't do anything but sleep on it wrong. That's worse sometimes than running up against a wall. I'm serious. Cause you're slow, like if you think about it while you're sleeping, you're slowly doing it to yourself. From all that jacking I did, my left arm was sore. I couldn't find a position. Oh, okay, I was wondering to see if YouTube was gonna let that comment through. Man, I haven't heard the term Santa Ana winds in 30 years. They get intense because we go from calm skies to like 40, 50 mile an hour winds. And those are the calm ones. So it's crazy where I live. And you know what? I decided since I have fallen in love with tweed so much, I'm going to keep the tweed party going. I have no idea what I'm going to make, but this is tweed. Let me know what you think I should make out of this. These are like weird stuff. I don't know. It's definitely a drape pattern. But I'm going to make clothes out of this. Let me know. What do you think I should make? This is 100. Well, it's woven, but this is tweed. Oh. That is a poncho. I like your thinking. It's been a while since I need to make a new one. 100%. I definitely need to make a new one. Thank you. Thank you. Do you know when I turn the corner, there's a young kid and his dad that work there. The young kid is like, this guy's back again. Like he wants to ask me so bad, what do you do with all of this stuff? But I think I intimidate him. And I'm really nice, but I think I intimidate him because he won't look me in the eye. And I'm one of those, I'm old school. I was raised to like, when you're talking to someone, look them in the eye, and the kid cannot look me in the eye. The Good and the Bad and the Ugly style poncho. I love that movie. I love that movie. Now I have the song stuck in my head. Wah, wah, wah. Just sing him some Huey Lewis or put your glasses on. Cause she's heart and soul. She's got it all. Hot loving every night. I am in my Huey Lewis era right now. And my car has a CD player. Make a hat out of it. I like that. I've been watching, I fell down a hat making rabbit hole. So I've actually been watching people who know what they're doing. And I think I'm going to take another crack at it. Because I have the basic idea of what it is. But I've been watching people, like this one guy was forming his hats on a tree stump. And I was like, I can do that. I can go get you a tree stump right now. Go get my chainsaw. I'll cut it down to size. I have every tool to smooth it. So I'm definitely going to get back into hat making. Yay! Hello, Joy. Hello. Great to see you. You're just in time. I'll show the sewing machine again. I got a Riccar. 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 So this reminds me of every 90s office conference room that you could possibly think of. I don't know what I'm going to make out of this, but it's going to be amazing. Tweed is the gift that keeps on giving. I have fallen in love with tweed and its cousin and its uncle, so I'm excited. And it did. And I love goofy patterns. I love what people would consider something that's ugly. I'm all about goofy patterns when it comes to clothes. So I'm here for that pattern. That looks like a rug. You know what it probably is? Because they use them as Mona. Like when I walk in, the one of my most recent makes, their entire square at the swap meet is that. Like, you look down and I'm like, hey, I've made a shirt out of this material. Oh, good times. Yay. Hello, Joy. Don't dye them with mercury. Yay. Hello. Great to see you, Joy. Great to see you. Yeah, look, that one looks like a rug. It's weird to me. I had no idea people use tweed as rugs, because a lot of these are rugs. Like my tweed suit, which we're gonna discuss that in a second. It was it's 100% tweed, but it was sold as a rug. I had no idea because I only dealt with, like, I only dealt with clothes. I had no idea. That means you can have a tweed 4-way. I'm here for it all day long. Me and my tweed that looks like the outside of a skyscraper. Oh, I'm excited. So I'm gonna make something crazy with this. And you know what? I have enough to make a full outfit. So we all know that this summer, for some crazy reason, I slowly made an orange tweed suit. So when I was jumping in the pile of all the tweed, and it's so funny because there's like all these people are standing around the pile with my cowboy boots on. I step in the pile and I literally move everything around me so I'm standing in the middle of it. Because I listen to Huey Lewis in the news, so I walk around like I own the place. But I found something. Hold on, let's read Kilroy's comment first. Okay, I have to ask, what did you think rugs were made out of? I've only had like you're talking to a man who literally has a shag carpet. You can't see it. I'm literally in a room with a shag carpet. I really didn't think about it. And you know what? I did carpentry for a while. That was actually one of the many unions I was in. We just used standard carpet. It wasn't tweed or anything fancy. He's just the ideas man. He doesn't think of stuff like that. No. I'm a man of action. I figure out all the details later. So I'm standing in the middle of the pile, and all the like older women are looking at me like, what is wrong with this young man? I'm on the hunt for tweed. But I found this. I'm thinking shorts. I already have the full top, or I should make a giant cape. I don't know. Let me know. This is tweed. And just like, hold on. Oh man, this is exactly the same stuff as my suit. And you know what's so funny? This hold on, let me get the label off. This is the most judgmental label ever. Chunky orange tweed. I don't judge you. I love you, chunky orange tweed. Chunky orange tweed is mean. So I have miles of this stuff again. I'm laughing like a Disney villain because I love orange tweed. I love this stuff. It's goofy. My suit makes me look like a used car salesman with my cowboy hat on. I'll man, come over here, my friend. I will give you a deal. Oh man. Oh. Well, carpet has a petroleum-based backer, but it's still woven cloth. This is 100% tweed. This stuff, like a lot of this comes with the maker's mark. Oh, that is so funny. This is the exact same stuff. Chunky orange tweed. What a name. That is going to be the name of my next my next punk band is going to be Chunky Orange Tweed. Come on down to Rusty Will's Cars. I actually do own 2 rust buckets. Oh, and you know what's so funny? After I clean up, I'll show you. So I cleaned out all my fabric and I discovered something I thought was red, but that was the inside of the material, not the outside. It's actually a weird gray. And I'm thinking about making pants out of it. Oh, do you know what? My orange tweed suit is going to be so unique because I am purchasing all the orange tweed in the LA area. Nobody's going to have a suit like mine. And I guarantee the people who are purchasing this are not making clothes. I guarantee you, because I speak Spanish. I hear the conversations. They're not making clothes. Oh, poor lady. She looked at me like, where in outer space did this guy come from? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was thinking about orange tweed shorts, but like with a suit that's very British schoolboy. But I don't think they're wearing orange tweed in the UK. If you live there, let me know. Let me know if you're wearing orange tweed. I could be completely wrong. I could be just speaking out of my arse. You live in California, you don't have any rust buckets. Actually, my 88 has a little rust on the side. I need to get it painted. It's a few years past me having excuses for that, but I like my car being a little rusty. Oh, damn. You. Oh, thank you. Thank you. In all seriousness, like, I know I'm some shrub on the internet who just comes out and, like, talks about all the crazy stuff he buys and all the things I do. But in all sincerity, I think everybody who is subscribed to my channel, I'm still shocked that I'm here too. To all the people who knew me 5 years ago, I'm shocked I'm here also. But in all sincerity, thank you. For real. And here's the 800 more because I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I just have Huey Lewis the News stuck in my head. Oh. Oh. So I'm trying to think, what else did I buy at the swap meet? What else did I buy? So for anyone who's watched my video, I recently purchased there's a whole section on Pinterest in orange tweed. Just when you think you're original. That's the one. Like, there's a couple sites that I'm not on. I'm not on Pinterest. There was actually there was one site where somebody had my old name and they had pictures of my stuff and were trying to sell it. I would go back to see if anybody was trying to buy this stuff. And it's not like they could sell it because I owned all of my stuff. Yes, it's true. I'm happy to be stuck with you. I am in my Huey Lewis era. Oh, I did this. I don't know. I might make a full outfit with this because I think I can make pants and a shirt with this. So, coming to YouTube near you. Okay. Whoa. Oh man, I took the mic beard. That's important. That's important. Oh, perfect. Oh man. I'm telling you, this is going straight in the washing machine. Oh, I'm excited. It's hilarious because I bought all that fabric and they wrapped it in this, and I consider this a freebie. So I'm definitely gonna make something out of this. I don't have any social media. It's why I'm so normal. I tried to I don't know. Um, I was there for the rise and the fall of Twitter, and I was just over it. I'm hot. So my so-called life, my so-called vest life, I wore a vest for a full 45 minutes. It's hot in here. During the winter, I wear vests all winter long, but it is hot in here. Oh, since you're into Huey Lewis right now, why not some 80s sports coats? I'm down. I'm down. You know what though? That look, because I was there for that era, I remember those people, and I remember the people who were still rocking excuse me, who were still rocking the sports coat with the shirt underneath in like '97. Oh. Yes, or a hunter's vest with those puffy knickers. Oh, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. I was thinking about making what are those 1920s are they called pantaloons? I call them golf pants. I get caught up in these videos on YouTube where they're like, "Oh, we've redigitized a footage from London in 19 blah blah blah," and they had footage of just some random place in New York. Everybody was wearing those half pants where they were like at the ankle. I don't have much care for Huey, but I'll admit Neil Diamond makes me a little nostalgic. Have you seen Stop Making Sense? Those are knickerbockers. I was really thinking about making some knickerbockers. If that's what they're called. I was really thinking about making some. And because Joy brought it up the other day, I went looking and I found all my elastic. I have a ton of elastic, way more than I thought I owned. Oh, it's a Talking Heads movie. No, I have not. Man, please, I need new music. I'm always looking for music, movies, anything artsy fartsy or anything that I haven't seen. So I'm definitely down. I'm thinking about making some knickerbockers. I don't know. When I was watching this video, the first thing, I don't know, I was like, I could make that. I could totally make that. So I'm definitely thinking about making some of those. He wears a custom suit in the song Girlfriend is Better. You should make a suit like that out of the building print. I'll definitely give it a look. And that's another thing, like watching old school videos, watching even the 1970s Battlestar Galactica, it styles reciprocal. And it's so funny how certain things come and go, or we repeat certain style. Like the Janko Gaucho style has really never gone out of style. It's always been there, but we just end up renaming it, or it'll come back every 10, 15 years. Ever seen Knights of Cambria classic? I don't know. Maybe. It's one of those things where if I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, I've seen this before. This is it. Please let me know if this ain't love. You better let it go. I was bumping Huey Lewis in the car. Good times. I had a great time. If you search Girlfriend is Better, it should be the top result. I'm down. I'm always looking for new styles. I'm always looking for stuff to incorporate. Parachute pants are back in. So are bell bottoms. I made quite a few when I first started my channel, and I had no idea what to do or what to make. My first idea was bell bottoms. I think it's time to make another bell bottom video. I had such a good time the first time. That was my first that was my first video where people were like, "Oh, this guy's crazy." That was my first I love sewing video. That's a great idea, Kilroy. When asked why, he came out on stage in a giant suit. He said, "I wanted to make my head look small." That's a great way. That they did that in Beetlejuice. That's exactly what they did in Beetlejuice. They just made these humongous suits and backed up the camera. I used to wear the elephant bell bottoms. I love bell bottoms because I do a lot of skating. I love bell bottoms, but I'm gonna have to bring out my collection. I got ridiculous with my bell bottoms. There's a recent video within the past 6 months that I made. I was skating in the gym. I was so proud of my pants. They went under my skate, and man, it's in one of my videos. I ate it hard. I kind of miss the days when the art kids when the art kid bands had a custom tailor on staff. You know what? That's true. My school did. My favorite were gray crushed velvet. Oh wow. Do you know what's so funny? Today, when I was jumping through a giant pile of clothes, I thought I came this close to scoring a pair of green corduroy bell bottoms, but they were 5 sizes too small. And that's a world that is a part of the denial river that I cannot go down. It's kind of weird, but I have never worn anything but 501 and collared shirts my entire life. Craig, I have gone through so many phases. It's not even funny. I look back because my dad was a bit of a photographer, so I have my entire life on Kodak and Fuji film. They're in elementary school. I dressed like I was in The Sopranos. I wore tracksuits. Then I went through every phase you could possibly think of in junior high and high school. Then grunge hit. I never went to school with a band. Wow, I can't picture going to school without it. That's great. My school had a huge band. They had the whole flag team and everything. I meant the famous bands, but the art kids, B-52s, Talking Heads. I went through a B-52 phase, hardcore B-52 phase. I hopped schools a bit too and only went to one with a sports team. I still don't understand pep rallies. It's literally to get you hyped up for the game. It's kiddie propaganda. I wore just about every phase and made up my own exact. I'm in this weird hobbit phase where I wear giant hoods. If you told me 25 years ago, when you're in your 40s, you're going to dress like a hobbit, I would have pointed and said, "You're a liar, sir," but here we are. Absolutely. I've been through a lot of different phases, and I went through this weird jersey phase where I wore football jersey and hockey jerseys all the time. But I kind of considered hockey jerseys, just jerseys in general, I consider them like overalls or coveralls. It's oh, I have nothing to wear today. I'm gonna throw my Rams jersey on because I have nothing to wear. The most varied my style has gotten was when I switched from flannel overshirts to a solid colored ones. I still go back and forth between that during the summer. A while ago, Rashawn made a William and Sonoma crack, and I had to laugh because I own quite a few William and Sonoma shirts. I'm a yuppie. I own quite a few. I make my own style. I don't care if it works or not. Absolutely. I think it's better to have that attitude, especially in today's world. Especially in today's world, you have to, forge your own path. I have the theory that no matter what, people are gonna call you goofy, so you might as well enjoy the ride. No matter what. All right, so I'm gonna attempt. I have to give myself a pep talk. I'm gonna attempt to grab some fabric without doing a fabric avalanche because there's a pair of pants that I want to make, and I had no idea this material was great. I'm shocked I did that without a fabric avalanche. Perfect. So when I hold on, if you look at a picture of me 30 years ago, I'm dressed exactly the same. I'm next level. I used to wear khakis all the time. I don't wear khakis anymore. My style is I'm a t-shirt and jeans guy now. I still own every color pair of like Dickies and Ben Davies you could possibly think of. People are gonna dislike you no matter what. No matter what you do, so you may as well have have them dislike you the most legit. Oh, have them dislike the most legit version of you. I agree. I agree. No matter, and I live by that. Like, no matter what you do, people are going to dislike you. So you might as well be yourself. I dress in baggy, comfy clothes. If I go out and wear real clothes, I'm over style fast. Absolutely. That's my thing. I had I can't even believe I'm about to admit this. When I moved to Oregon, I was around a group of people who didn't care what my clothes looked like. I came straight from Los Angeles I mean from like Hollywood, from one of the most pretentious crowds on earth to Portland, Oregon, and it changed my life. It changed my life being around people who, like in Oregon, you can wear a flannel into a fancy restaurant. They wouldn't let you in the parking lot in Los Angeles. They would be like, do you work here? What's wrong with you? Like, but in Oregon, it's a completely different way of life. So that it changed my life when I lived out there. Because I used to really care about what I looked like. And then I moved up north and realized the world isn't Hollywood. I've never worn slacks or shorts in my life. I'm all about loose fits, love maxi and midi skirts. Absolutely. See, and that's the thing. I'm all about being comfortable. That's my thing. And like when I moved out of, and keep in mind, I was like 19, but when I moved out of the LA area, I realized not everybody gets dressed. It's not like Manhattan where people are wearing 3-piece suits all the time. Gotta go, but we'll leave on the view numbers. Thank you, Joy. Thank you so much for stopping by, Joy. I will be here for a little bit. I'm probably gonna make pants right now. I took a style risk one time. I bought leather boots with a pointed toe. My girlfriend called me an elf. That was enough for me. I wear a size 13 boot, so I look like an elf no matter what. Yay! Hello. Bye, Joy. Bye. Have a great evening. We'll be here for a little bit. Yay! Hey there, House of Sewing. Just a quick hi and bye. And congrats on 802 subs. Thank you so much, Butterfly. Thank you so much. Butterfly has been here since the very beginning. And I thank you, Butterfly. Thank you. Yay! Hello. Awesome. Yay! So as you can see, I purchased a lot of tweed, and I am a hasty individual. I literally jump on piles of tweed, and I'm not kidding you. I thought what I was getting was this. I thought it was this ugly red pattern. I kind of liked it. It kind of grew on me. Today I folded it and realized that it's red. This is the actual pattern. I'm gonna make a pair of pants out of this. I really, really like how it looks, and I have I had no idea this was gray. For some reason, I thought it was red because I'm just like, when I buy these, they're in giant piles and huge piles. And so I'm just throwing stuff like, okay, this is my pile. I'm buying all of this. I had no idea. So it's gray. Yay. I normally wear boots or tennis shoes. I guess I can't pull off Mexican boots. I wear cowboy boots almost every day. And I'm gonna start wearing my ratty ones again. I'm gonna see if I can sew my old cowboy boot together, because I really want to start wearing my ratty ones again because I don't want to mess up my new ones. That looks like the background of a school picture, but at the farm school. Oh. It does. This is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start wearing these boots again. I know they look annihilated, but my I use my cowboy boots. I wear them for real. So I'm gonna fix that and start wearing these again. I still haven't found a sewing machine that'll handle it, but really I just need to sit down, pick a machine and sew it. It'll sew right back together. All right, let me get some water. They couldn't afford the laser background, so they figured that looked close enough. Oh man, I remember the laser background. What were those shots where people would get pictures with their friends? Glamour shots? Oh, those were the days. Where's my piano? Those were the days. Oh. All right. So I will mess with this sewing machine later, or we'll be at a video near you. But I'm going to start making some pants. Came on early because I have a ton of stuff to do tomorrow, but you know, it's Saturday. We're here. Let's hang out. Let's have a good time. Let's make some pants. It's hot. Let's make some tweed pants. I think most boots are hand stitched with upholstery needles. It really depends. I've watched some really crazy tutorials on how to make boots. They're really interesting, actually. I have a huge hair glamour shot photo in a box somewhere. You know, I constantly pull out my fro picture. I love the high hair pictures. I love those pictures. That's what I'm saying. Like, I had a huge afro when I was younger. I went through a phase where I had every variation of a flat top that you could possibly think of. Oh, oh. Well, until my hairline caught up. Perfect. Cause she's heart and soul. She's got it all. Hot loving every night. I have Huey Lewis stuck in my head. Whoa. And for $1, and the fact that I've been singing it before, I had to laugh. When I saw that CD, I jumped. I was like, are you kidding me? And my car has a CD player, so I was blasting Huey Lewis on the way home. The videos I've seen are all hand-pressed rivets and hand-stitched with very thick thread. I mean, they have a tool called a leather punch for a reason. It will probably wreck most machines. I agree. That's why every time I've ever tried to sew my boots, I'm using a domestic machine. I need to bust out because I have more serious machines in here. So it's just a matter of me finding something that's more heavy duty. As do you know what's so funny? This has to be, hold on. This machine, I'm not kidding you. The heaviest machine I've ever weighed was like 56 pounds or something. I put it on the video. This has to be in that range. This thing is solid. This is a solid sewing machine. Whoa. All right. Should I use my singer talent? I might as well. It's sitting here. It's sitting on the bench, ready to play. I might as well. I just recently thrifted this sewing machine from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm not kidding you. Um, whoever had this machine before, the only thing that was wrong with it is that whoever put this top cap back on put it too tight. So when it was sewing, it was hitting this and it was making a noise. All I did was loosen the machine, and I have like a $300 sewing machine for 20 bucks because somebody didn't know what they were doing. Oh, the Riccar machine also comes with this. Treasure boxes are always welcome here in the House of Sewing. And I have to say, this is one that I do not have. So this is going to be on display for a while. Hot loving every night. I have Huey Lewis. Huey Lewis is living rent free in my head right now. He's headlining on Front Street. But I think of all music to get stuck in your head, that's not too bad. I've never seen that one. Neither have I. That's why when I saw it, I was like, oh, wow. Because I have a ton. And I'm not saying this as like a boohoo. I have a ton of singer boxes. I have the old school cam boxes everywhere in this room. Oh, now I feel like Fred Sanford. I have probably 20 or 30 of these. These are the old school singer cam boxes. But I've never seen a tin like that. So I'm excited. Probably a good 20 or 30 of those. That's somebody going extremely fast on a motorcycle. All right, let me find my template pants. What did I do with those things? I have a green and blue tin. One day I'm gonna go through all the collection of tins I have because I'm watching a video and someone's like, "Oh, look at this tin," and I'm like, "I wonder if I have that." And it's sad because I truly do not know if I have that tin or not. All right, let me make some room for my table. My sewing machines are having babies in here. The House of Sewing is growing. Okay. Oh man. Wow, it's a miracle that I did that and nothing fell. Oh man. I'm gonna have to reorganize my table corner. Okay. Safe. Let me grab the material. All right. Do you know what? I still have to laugh at myself because I thought this was red. And then I flipped it on its proper side and it's almost Confederate gray. Just got here in time for the measuring. Oh, Alibaba. If that Riccar, is it called Riccar? Riccar. I purchased a green Riccar sewing machine, and that thing weighs at least 60, 65 pounds. With a broken hand, I can feel the 60-something pounds. Oh, that's funny. Great to see you, Ollie. Great to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yep, said it right. It's a heavy sewing machine. That thing is solid. I'll bust it out when I can make pants fairly fast, but I'll bust it out later. Hope your evening's going well. Hope your evening's going well. He should be sitting behind. He should be sitting behind the table, not in front of. But then I'll be in the back of the room. It'll be like that scene in Batman where Batman is eating with Kim Basinger. Is that her name? Not Kim Basinger. In the scene in the first Batman when they're sitting at the table and they're eating dinner and they're like way far away from each other. I swear English is my first language. This is it. Please let me know if this. Oh, and Alibaba, I have been singing Huey Lewis all evening. I purchased a CD for $1 at the swap meet. I purchased sports. And to quote Gilroy, if you purchase sports, you've basically bought all the good Huey Lewis. Oh. All right, let me pull this out a little bit so I can get the edge going. Perfect. And now I want a new drug stuck in my head. And of course, this is tweed. Like I said, I thought it was a completely different material than what it really is. So I'm excited. It's like rediscovering something. I had to laugh at myself when I was like, man, sometimes because I'm so impulsive when I'm fabric shopping, I'm like just grabbing stuff and I'm like, I'll get this and I'm going to get this. I thought it was red and that was really the inside. I will bring my interview with the sewing machine table back. It's just on nights when I want to show stuff off, it's hard maneuvering with the table in the way. And I can't do this when I have my Jay Leno, when I have my Letterman table out. All right. So I'm going to not make these as baggy as my other ones, but I'm going to keep my backside into consideration. Lately, I have been forgetting about my other dimensions. And like I said, because of my age, like my weight goes up and down, but that's life. That's life. So I make my pants accordingly. Nothing but body positivity here in the house of sewing. All right. Oh my gosh. So I told the story on Phoenix's channel. I can't believe I forgot this. So when on Friday, young Mr. Hands was registering for the 10th grade. He registers at the high school that I'm not kidding you, this high school, my basically everybody in my town went there. It's one of those schools. Because of my family, I have siblings that are 25 years older, 30 years older than me. They went to this school. So I remember playing at that as a little kid. I went there myself. So whenever I'm there, I'm extremely nostalgic. And as we were leaving this school, he was all happy because he had his ID and everything. We boldly go into the next dimension where time has not stopped, but the machines have been stuck in time. Welcome to the sewing zone. I like that. I like that. Long story short, Isaiah and I are walking back to the car, and I parked in the neighborhood. The school is so old school. It's in an actual neighborhood. Nowadays, when they build schools, they build these mega schools where I live, and they're on giant plots of land out by themselves. This school is in a neighborhood. So this woman was walking her what I believe was a German Shepherd. So she's walking her dog, and I thought everything was fine. Isaiah and I, we split because he went on one side of the car. I go on the other. I have no idea what happened. The dog doubled back and almost attacked my son. And this was at like 8 something in the morning in front of the high school. And I said a few choices. The dog came within like 2 feet. So it was all trauma. But it's just really strange to me that somebody is walking around with a dog that's bigger than them and they can't control it. Where I live, we have a million laws that protect people. So it was just insane that my son was almost attacked by a German Shepherd. And I cannot say out loud what I said. Because in the heat of the moment, I was in protection mode. But do you think people should have big dogs that they can't control? And keep in mind, I grew up around guard dogs, around like 150 pound, 160 pound dogs, around Doberman Pinschers, Rottweilers. You know what's so funny? That's the beginning of the school year. It's really sad. If there was ever a reason, like if you look at court cases, at least in my area, one of the number one reasons that people are in court is because of a dog. So needless to say, that was a terrible start of the school year. Perfect. And he will forever have that story, the time he almost wrestled a dog. All right, we're really going to see if these fit. They have to, because these are my Carhartts. They're my big pants. These are literally my template for this. So these will fit. And of course, this is tweed. You know what's so funny? I was like, oh, this is the summer of tweed. We're about to go into the winter of tweed because I found an amazing vendor. We're going to see how tight these pants. Perfect. So, how's everybody doing this Saturday? What are you guys doing? I came on an hour early because I know I come on late and I really appreciate everybody. And most people who watch my stuff are on the East Coast. So, I came on an hour early just to say thank you. And I always plan on going to bed at a decent time because I do have to change my schedule because the school year is back. But I always say, like, oh, I'm going to go to bed at a certain time. And then 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm standing there with road flares. Okay, these are going to fit. Perfect. I still have Huey Lewis and the News stuck in my head. That's you know what's so funny? That is one of those bands where they had a formula and every song kind of sounds alike, but he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. I kind of feel like that about David Lee Roth because I obsessively listen to David Lee Roth. And a lot of the songs do sound the same, but they sound great. Oh. I've been searching. I have Huey Lewis. I'm gonna change this to the My So-Called Life karaoke hour in a minute. Girl's gonna lie. It's just another reason. This is it. See, I can't sing and I will sing. David Lee Roth had one trick, but he could do it so good that you didn't care that he kept doing it. I love David Lee Roth. I've said this. I've said this countless times. I own almost every solo record he's ever put out, and I'm not even kidding. If there's one that I do not own, I'll be shocked. I will be shocked if there's a David Lee Roth album that I do not own. Huey Lewis is almost in that territory, but he's not as completely repetitive as David Lee Roth. And I'm saying that as somebody who again owns every album he ever put out solo. Ooh. Good grief, that was way more difficult than it should have been. All right. Perfect. Oh, these are gonna be down to the micron. We're gonna see how these fit. Oh, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna take all the excess away and start shaping this because I made a mistake, but I could easily reshape the crotch because that's the most important part where you don't get that weird tenting or any rookie mistakes like that. Still have a ton of this material. Let me put this back. Beautiful. beautiful. I have no other color to call this than like a weird Confederate gray. And I'm not even saying that for controversy's sake. I'm not saying that for any other reason than that's kind of what it's giving. All right. Like I said, I'm trying to make the crotch piece even so it doesn't look crazy. There we go. Do you know, making pants is pretty straightforward, but if you miss one piece, they will look janky. All right, so I'm gonna flip both sides of these, put them inside out, and start pinning everything. Oh man. I can already tell that these are gonna fit well. But like I said, lately I've been really bad at gauging my backside. So we'll see how this turns out. And the funny thing is, I thought that this was the original color for some reason. I thought it was like this really ugly red wannabe Christmas pattern, and I was here for it. But really, what it was just the inside of a gray material. Perfect. Have you been chowing down on those Whoppers again? You know what's really funny? This time of year is actually the time of year I gain weight, and it's not just because of the holidays. It's because when my son goes, when he he'll go to his class. I'll take him to school, and I'm like, well, there's a greasy spoon right on the corner. My town is still old school Americana, where we have like just down home food here. We have cafes, places where you can still get a chicken fried steak. So I'll go and hang out by myself. This is definitely the chicken fried steak time of year. So while and I've been thinking about his MMA class. My son has been getting fit. He's buff. He looks great. He's getting fit, and I'm getting fat. But the dad bods are in right now. So the lie I tell myself. I've been hovering between 208 and 211 lately. Think about how much taller you are, and I'm about 10 pounds heavier at 5'9". And I don't even know where I hide it half the time. All right, let me switch my angle. Perfect. Let me see. Let's see how the sewing cam's going this evening. We'll see if this one holds up. All right, I'm going to give myself some space for when I sew the pieces together. We'll get the leg portions done first. That would be awesome if there was something to step onto down here. Oh, that's funny. Here we go. Oh, look at that. This is a machine that I recently purchased from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I fixed it. It's like a brand new machine now. Perfect. And I had my scissors. They're always on the floor. or somewhere where I don't need them. Oh yeah, it looks normal on me. I remember when I was around 190, you could see my rib cage, and I was fatigued all the time. It wasn't great. I see pictures when I was younger, and I'm like, was I ever that size? Oh, perfect. Do you know what's funny for a machine? I'm telling you, a lot of people get rid of sewing machines or just things in general because they're not working at peak efficiency. And the average person, for some reason, doesn't look inside to see what the problem is. This was such an easy fix. When I fixed this machine, I feel sorry for the previous owner. Girls gonna lie. It's just another reason. For anyone tuning in, I have Huey Lewis and the News stuck in my head. I have been singing it all night. This is it. Please let me know if this is love. Better let me go. Most people are scared to try to fix anything. I think that's what a lot of it is too. Is they're scared to fail. One of the reasons why I know how to fix sewing machines is because one day I got tired of the same mistake happening over and over, and I just popped the top off and saw what the problem was. I've been searching. I have Huey Lewis stuck in my head. I bought a CD for $1 and it was a time machine. If this is it, please. All right, I will stop badly singing. I will stop. I promise. I promise. I had to laugh because last Saturday night I was in Las Vegas and it was crazy. And here I am sitting at my house, soccer dad style, sewing pants. I think that's a disservice that we've done to each other is not teach each other how to fix things. And I'm not saying that as like you individually person listening, but like a lot of people just do not know how to fix basic things anymore, and it's weird. But it is something that I do for a living, so I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I don't have a certain amount of expertise. It's just another reason. Oh, I guess we're entering the Huey Lewis and the News era here in the House of Sewing. I would like to thank everybody. Please don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress. And it's funny how music in general, because I do listen to a lot of music and it puts me in a better place. Even I notice when I'm sewing, like if I'm watching something I love, like lately I've been watching the old Star Trek movies. I'm biased. I am so biased. Like I love those movies and I watch them like I've never seen them before. But music is definitely something that I would recommend in life in general. Just another reason. And you know what's so funny? Huey Lewis is goofy, but I'm goofy. I love that style. I think it's because I was there and I remember it. It's like by even back then, Huey was kind of considered pop, you know? But I guess it was way different back then than now. Oh, it's 2:00 in the morning. This is the karaoke version tonight. And that's what I'm about. I'm just about sewing, having fun, and one day I'm going to look back at this and laugh. She's got it all, hot loving every night. Whoa. There was that pop rock thing that doesn't exist anymore. Huey was absolutely, because they are playing chords. Like they're actually playing music. I agree with you 100%, Kilroy. In no way, shape, or form am I diminishing it, because they were actual musicians. I think that's the difference. That's why I'm so in love with that music. What? How many years later? And here it is. I'm still listening to that stuff. Perfect. All right. Let's switch the angle to the other side. I am going to have the craziest collection of tweed pants this earth has ever seen. This was the summer of tweed. My summer's over. So I guess that's why I'm being so nostalgic, because this week is the beginning of the school week. And it's back to driving around, fighting in the parking lot, soccer duties. Okay, I need to get some sleep. Have a great night, Mona. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to try to get on earlier when I can, but because of my son's schedule, I will continue to be the late sewing show. But in all sincerity, thank you, Mona. Thank you for stopping by. Yay. Better bring a piece. I hear that yuppie fights get. Yeah. Where I live, they are all talk. It's the Fonzie. I'm telling you, it's the Fonzie effect. You just have to look tough. And it's true with most people, but man, no one's trying to fight, but they're confrontational, because where I live, people get everything that they want. And so that does make people a bit narcissistic when you get everything you want all the time. I live in yuppie land, and people do not suffer here. And so my whole point is that does make people a bit insane in normal situations. Or they'll say something insane in a normal situation because they've never heard no. Even in my town, the most they complain about teachers, they're like, these kids aren't violent, they're just yuppies. They've never heard no before. All right, let's see how these turned out. Oh, this is good. It's going to be hilarious putting these things on. Wow. Seriously, I'm shocked that that I'm still here, and the fact that I have it, my subs are going up. And again, I want to thank everybody, because I'm just some shrub who sews on the internet and talks about the inner workings of my crazy life. I bet the kids come out as smart as a cinder block. Oh, don't even get me started with the teachers and all that. Times have changed. I had the benefit of being around people who cared, I guess. And times have changed. And registration could have been a disaster. There is this one secretary. I don't know. I try not to take things personal, but like every year I almost get in a fight with her, and this is like the 4th year. And I walked in there and I told her, we're not gonna bicker at each other this year. She did not like that. But I was just paying it forward. Like I told her, I'm not gonna fight you this year. Times have changed. Times have absolutely changed. And I think as a society, our priorities have changed. The way we treat each other has changed. So of course, scholastically, everything is going to change. It's not going to be what we remember. It's not going to be like the Sadie Hawkins dance in 1987. She's got it all, hot loving every night. Huey, I am just free advertisement for Huey Lewis right now. Let me do some quick hand ironing. Oh, these are not going to fit. Is there a pin stuck? Oh, I can already tell I am not going to fit in these. There's no way. All right, no, we're going to try. We're going to try. Let me get out the metal detector wand. I don't know where it is. It's buried in here somewhere. I don't know what I did with my metal detector. I'm going to find that. That's on the list of things I need to find. I have an actual real metal detector. All right, let me move everything around a little bit. I don't know why I did that to the waist, but we'll see if they fit. I did have 2 McMuffins this morning, so they probably won't fit. Okay. All right. Okay, let me pick up the mess in here a little bit. Oh man, I have a ton of fabric on the other side. I need to find my metal detector. It is in here somewhere. And it's a hand wand too. I just pulled my mic out of its stand. Good grief. Hot loving every night. Good grief. How did I do that? Oh, this is compelling stuff on YouTube right now. Okay, so I got my mic completely stuck. There we go. Let's try that again. Okay. Mic pulley every night. All right, now I can truly start singing Huey Lewis in the news. Okay, now that everything's cleaned up, moved around, now I will try these pants on. This looks like really crappy special effects. Like the mic is supposed to be spinning by itself, but we can clearly see you. I love that. I love those old school movies where, like, because we all have the trained eye now, I love those old school movies when you catch mistakes like that. I love that. All right. So if you hear any yelling, screaming, or ripping, it's just the pants. If you hear me cheering, that's because they fit. The waist does not look like it's in my favor. I don't know why I tapered it in, but we're going to find out right now. Oh, man. Okay, that's one leg. Hot loving every night. I don't know how I'm going to get these over my waist. She's got it all. Oh, I have Huey Lewis stuck in my head. Rip. Okay. Like a glove. Oh, that's funny. I need to look up the lyrics to a couple of songs because I am literally singing 3 different songs right now. You know, not only do you get dinner and a show here in the House of Sewing. Yet another victory with a couple rips and screams, but we're all still here. Oh. Save them for when it's spring and you can't fit into your itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Man, that thing's been so retired, it's got dust on it. I'm trying to think the last time I wore gray pants. It's been a long time. And these have those funky stripes on them. This is definitely hotel chic. Oh, I love how this came out. You know, I'm getting better and better at sewing tweed, and I really love how this came out. This used to take me hours just to get to this point, but I'm doing my pose like I'm in a video. Be prepared for a YouTube short near you. Let me get a little bit closer. Now I have that song stuck in my head. She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. You look like you should be in a Depeche Mode cover band. I actually love Depeche Mode. That's probably no shocker to anyone. Probably not a shocker to anyone. Thank you, Alibaba. Thank you. I made them kind of tight on purpose because the last pair I made extremely baggy, and they didn't look hokey. It's just that they were just extremely baggy. So I made these a little bit more tight. And yes, tweed is just as hot as it looks. All right, so this is for the real test. All right, here we go. Here we go. No rip. Perfection. Perfection. Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't think they were going to fit right from the cut. The others ripped and they were baggy. I'm getting better at taking my backside into consideration. Let's be real. I have a scoop in the back. I have a heavy scoop in the back. And when I'm sewing, sometimes I don't take that into consideration. So I have to take my butt into consideration when I'm sewing. And these ones actually worked. I know I should celebrate that victory. These ones actually fit too. And they're, oh, I can fix that. That was one too many victory laps. Oh, you got a trunk like a 70s Buick. I am definitely, but I think like we're all odd-bodied. We are all odd-bodied. That's why I constantly talk about body positivity, because we're all odd-bodied. I make no secret that I am Like I'm skinny and big at the same time. It's strange. Oh, oh, I love how these came out and the color too. I was so shocked. Like I said, the material I thought was red, but that was the inside, and it's not. It wasn't the outside. And these are gray. I really like these pants. I might, a lot of these are one of a kind because of the amount of material I find and where they come from. I need to find really what I need to do because these guys go to auctions when they're buying tweed, when they're buying these things, they're buying them from auctions. I need to find where the auction is. They would hate me though. They would probably never sell me fabric again if they saw me at the wholesaler. Oh, where's my water? There it is. If they knew that I figured out the game, they'd hate me forever. But I definitely need to find the wholesaler. I need to find the tweed wholesaler. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go crazy with the orange tweed. I already have like 5 or 6 things in my orange tweed chaps. Here we come. That auctioneer would be driven to drink by the 5th time you went to the auction. I don't play, and I've been to many auctions too, so I know how to play the game. I know how to play the game. Like when it comes to certain settings, I will not play around. But I've heard nothing but horror stories. Like I knew someone that used to go like excuse me, the LAPD has car auctions and they'll sell you cars cheap, but there's always something incredibly wrong with them, Or I knew someone that went to the LAX auction. I actually want to go to that. If you leave your stuff at the LA International Airport, they sell your stuff. And it's actually cool. It's like a market, and then you have to go up and bid on it. It's actually really cool. And that stuff like that actually teaches you how to bid because it's always small items. That sucks. You can get some nice stuff from Sheriff Sales here. It's always like because they sell everything. So you'll see a high-speed chase, and then they'll be selling the car like a week later. They're scandalous here. They are scandalous here. But people, because they got rid of the Crown Vickies, people buy the Crown Victorias and all the old school decommissioned cop cars. Those things fly. Though when when you can tell when someone has an old Crown Vicky because those things have those basically Porsche engines in them. Or the Interceptor engine or whatever it's called. I have Huey Lewis stuck in my head. I'm wearing tweed pants. This is definitely the summer of tweed. So what else should I make? I'm thinking about making tweed chaps with my other material. Because I have that crazy orange suit and I'm going to keep building from that, but it's going to get beyond ridiculous after a while. So what else should I make? I have miles of it. I might make another vest because the other one I made it extremely, extremely huge. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud because I have miles of tweed now. Oh, man. That makes me laugh. So where you live, Kilroy, they have amazing stuff at the sheriff's auction. Here they have good stuff. It's not, but it's like really beat up cars. Make a suit vest, not a biker vest. Deal. I have a pattern. I actually purchased a pattern for just the old school plain, the old school plain vest. So I actually have a cut out pattern for that. Oh, that's funny. It's true. I do make biker vests. Even lately, I've been wearing vests that are less biker cut and more old school V shape, but they still look biker anyway. You can buy everything from bicycles to houses at the sheriff's sales here. They do that too, but it's less houses. But a lot of people don't know this. One of the reasons why there's a difference between the police and the sheriff is the sheriffs have the right to serve you. They have the rights to do things like auctions and stuff like that. So I definitely do go to those. I don't flip cars anymore though, because people now know the value of their vehicle. So I no longer participate in that field because you don't make as much money as you used to. With houses, the market's slowing down, but like with stuff like that, it's still going strong here. I used to buy lockers. I don't know if I have the heart for that anymore, because a lot of what you do, you buy a locker, but you end up throwing away, giving away, or like trying to sell most of the stuff. And there'll be that prized possession that is worth than more than anything else in the locker, but eventually you have to house all the other stuff. So in a way, I do not miss auctions at all in any way, shape, or form. For anyone tuning in, I made a beautiful pair of tweed pants. These are they're gray with a funky pattern on them. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. I'm getting a little bit better at making pants, so it's happening a little bit faster. I had to take my backside into consideration, so these pants are definitely a success. I'm trying not to rip them. On with the show. Tweed is definitely I'm definitely adding that one to the resume. Almost every sheriff's sale has 2 to 3 houses. People don't pay their mortgage, so the bank forecloses, and it's cheaper to dump it on the sheriff than try to sell it to themselves. We have giant corporations here that buy up houses. It's a problem. It's a problem. No one owns anything anymore because of those crazy corporations. Yeah, I had no idea that was going to happen so fast. All right, so I guess we should pull the sewing machine out again. That 65-pound sewing machine. Oh, right. Let me move some things around. Do you know what the funny thing is? I am ready for winter. With my tweed pants, I am absolutely ready for winter this year. These pants are gonna look great with my boots and a vest. I can't wait. around here, most auctions, as far as like the sheriff auctions, it's cars. They are impounding cars all day long. So it's all kinds of cars. Solid 60 pounds. This machine has to be a solid 60 pounds. You know, Kilroy, you're onto something. I need to start. I'm probably gonna start doing auctions again. The thing about buying lockers, it just got sad. As the economy gets worse, you're buying somebody's like worldly possessions that they just abandoned, you know. I'd throw my back out lift in that machine with my hand being messed up. I'm like surprised. I'm showing off for YouTube because I'm definitely going to feel this in the morning. And earlier, I passed out on the couch, but I woke up because my hand was in so much pain. That's how I know my fingers are broken. But again, I didn't listen to the doctor. The doctor said, hey, if you do A, B, and C, your hand will not be broken. And I didn't listen. So now I'm Captain Broken Hand. All right. Okay, I have so many cords. You know, when the stream's over, I go through and pick up everything. But throughout the day, this room just starts growing cords because I'm plugging everything in. Perfect. This is a Riccar. This is a solid sewing machine. You're officially not young anymore when you wake up and you have to take a couple of Tylenol and wait for him to kick in before getting out of bed. I always say that. Like there'll be a song that'll come on and I'm like, I'm grooving. And then I'm like, if you remember that song, don't forget to take aspirin in the morning. It's true. Even Huey Lewis in the News, to my peeps who know every word to the song, don't forget to take aspirin in the morning. And I love you. I need a new drug. Also, I'm in love with Huey Lewis right now. I've been listening to a lot of music, but buying that CD totally reminded. I've been listening to Huey Lewis, and it just made me laugh. She's got heart and soul. She's got it all. Hot loving every night. So I added proper sewing machine oil to this, and it you know what? Let's clean it up and thread it. Let's see if the plates are down. Okay, the plates are up. Let's thread it and see what happens. I love this scene in the I Want a New Drug with a video where he sticks his face in a sink of ice water. It made me laugh my ass off the first time I saw that video. Do you know the other night when I was watching that video and my first thought was, I've been there. Now, as an adult, I understand Huey's plight. And Huey was rail thin. In his videos, he is Hollywood skinny. Hot love it. I guess this is the Huey Lewis karaoke hour this evening. Oh, that's funny. All right, perfect. That is it. I absolutely love all of those videos. But back in the day, they cared about what their videos were, so they really put effort into it. It wasn't today where there's this weird formula where all videos are kind of the same. All right, let me clean this up just a little bit because there is sewing machine oil. Perfect. I'm just cleaning this up for a test piece. I really oiled this machine because with the old school machines, it doesn't hurt to give them a good amount of oil. All right, let me grab the bobbin case, which was right here. I don't think that was it. Music videos back then were mini movies. Now they just get a bunch of people dancing on a camera. That is the truth. Especially like all the old school videos, they had a weird formula, but like you said, they were like mini movies. And they were well produced too. All right, how do I want this to come out like that? Perfect. Perfect. All right, let's thread this thing and see what happens. We're going to find out together what is going to happen with this thing. Okay, I guess that's the only tension disc. Perfect. Yay! Hello, hello. Yay! How's it going, Nightmare Baby? Great to see you. Great to see you. I hope your evening's going well. Hello, hello. Yay! I am sitting here singing Huey Lewis in the News. I'm in full flashback mode this evening. I think when I was watching the This Is It video, I think what it was the nostalgia. And as an adult, I can now identify with what he's talking about. Oh. Okay, I think we have contact. That might be a problem. Okay, I see a quick fix I have to make before I do anything. I need a screwdriver. Yay! Hello, hello. Actually, I can do it with a pin. Oh, that's hilarious. Always check your screws on your machines. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Good thing I checked that. I love and hate when you figure out what they were talking about in the music you used to listen to. Well, like Huey, like I can identify with Huey. Like it's 2:00 in the morning. I've been there when you're just walking in the door at the party at 2. Like it made me laugh. There's a common denominator in that. But there are certain songs where I'm like, oh wow, I did not know that. Or there are certain songs that as an adult you go back and listen to them and they're gibberish. I was in love with this group called Camp Low, and if you listen to their song called This Is It, look at the words. It's gibberish. It's literal gibberish, but I loved that song. Gotta love 80s and 90s music in general, absolutely. Whoa. I'm in my Huey Lewis era right now. Right, especially when you find a song is dirtier than you thought. Huey, his songs are rad. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me find a test piece. Hot loving every night. I seriously have 3 or 4 songs stuck in my head. I feel sorry. You know who I feel sorry for are my neighbors. Because they see me and I'm like, what's up? And then they hear Huey Lewis in my garage and they're probably like, what is wrong with this guy? Ah, good times. Good times. All right, so this is a moment of truth for real. We are cold firing this machine. We are dry firing this. Well, it's loaded, so we're gonna fire this up and see what happens. If it works. I need to stop being so cynical. Oh, it doesn't. Let's see what the problem is. Let's try that again. You know, a lot of the time, these feed dogs are like ancient, and the feed dogs are like, why are you firing me up? All right, let's get some tension going. Okay, loosen this up real quick. Let's actually get it in the tension disc. There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's try that again. It sounds like a tractor. Earlier, it sounded like a helicopter. So it's getting closer and closer to a sewing machine. We're getting closer and closer to the sound we want. Let's see if adding tension helps. Of course it did. That's a beast. And it's a beast of a sewing machine too. It works. I know it's crazy. Let's have a talk. I know it's crazy that I get hyped up over working sewing machines, but I've been messing around with this thing all day. I am so excited that this machine works because it's solid. It's all metal, and I can do all kinds of leather work, all kinds of crazy stuff on this machine. So I am excited. Let's go again. Hot loving every night. Whoa. Whoa. Beautiful. Beautiful. Some artists just say the same thing over and over again. That sort of thing does annoy me. True. Very true. Absolutely, Alibaba. I'm stoked because I really do not have faith in modern sewing machine oil, but it works. Just not as fast as 3-in-1. When you use 3-in-1, it's almost instantaneous. Oh, man. Wait, what kind of machine is it? It's a Riccar. It's a Riccar sewing machine. One day I'll be able to walk past Avocado Green, but it is not today. And here in the House of Sewing sports desk, the Los Angeles Dodgers just defeated the Pittsburgh Pirates 4-1. Back to you, my so-called life. The only song where you should repeat yourself is Tequila. Oh no. Oh no. Dun, 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 dun. But dun, 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 dun. That's actually a good. I'm gonna bump that song later. That is pure Pee Wee Herman adventure. I love that song. Oh, tequila. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not quitting yet, but today we've had a full day. We did fabric haul. We made a pair of pants. We sang a bunch of Huey Lewis in the news. Whoa. Oh, that song lives rent free in my head. It's okay. Huey Lewis is playing on Front Street in my head right now. He's a main event. The Pirates always lose. It's tradition. They sucked when I was born, and they'll suck when I die. In the early '90s, they were really good when they had like Andy Van Slyke, when they had Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonilla. They were really good. And in a really ironic twist, in Pittsburgh, Andy Van Slyke's son is now on the Dodgers, and Craig Biggio's son. We get all the major leagues kids, I guess, on the Dodgers, so it's weird. But oh, hot loving every night. I still have Huey Lewis stuck in my head. Hot loving every night. Whoa. I still can't believe these pants fit. But because they suck, you can get decent tickets for $30, so I can't complain. I couldn't, like, you need to take a loan out to go see the Dodgers nowadays. It's insane how expensive they are. Oh, wow. I have quite a few shorts that I'm working on right now. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff out. I'm always working on my Friday sews. I'm always filming for that because I'm constantly doing stuff. So I gotta keep up with that. All right, give me a quick second. I'm gonna go grab a carbonated drink really quickly. Oh man. Oh. I actually got some really good ideas tonight of what I'm going to be sewing and what I'm going to be working on. I think it's time for another poncho now that I have all this amazing tweed. I'm actually really excited. You know, I love making coats, and left alone, I would sit here and make 1,000 coats because I truly love doing that. But I love switching it up. So, if you ever have an idea, throw it by me. I'll probably make it. Make the hat, make the vest, leave the poncho for later when you need it. And it's not like I don't have 75. I am going to start getting into hat making. I've been watching some hardcore videos. I'm not kidding you. This guy gave me this really good idea. He's a professional hat maker, and he made a stump, and he shaved it down to perfect size, and that's what he uses as a base for all of his hats. And that's definitely something that I could do. I have access to all of that. I'm thinking about making another suit though, and I do have a pattern for an actual suit. What I did with my tweed suit is I deconstructed an old suit. I literally took it apart seam by seam and then copied it, and then completely copied it. And I won't even lie, I love how my tweed suit came out. So I think I might do that again. Depending on how it's going to come out, but I loved how that looks, so I probably will do that again. And I've been cleaning, so I found the template and I know where everything is, so I'm ready to go. I'm not saying that I go by my YouTube shorts, but I have to laugh when I look at my YouTube shorts, because when I make something like the vest and the hat, people will not watch it. When I'm wearing something that's rainbow or pink, I get hundreds of views. So it makes me laugh what people are looking for. And I'm not saying that I sew clothes for myself for other people, but it makes me laugh. Let me look real quick in shorts. Yeah, 400, 400. And then when like 95 on my overalls, I worked really hard on those overalls. People just want people just want shiny. I agree with you. I think that's really what it is. Like when I wear pink or like really bright colors, I notice I get more views. Or when I stand in my duck stance, I get more views because people are curious to see. But again, human beings are fickle. I have 28 views on my tweets too. I worked so hard on that. And the one before it has 483, and the one after it has 418. But the internet is fickle that way. You never know how it's going to end up. You never know. And that's the beauty of it. But again, I do this because I love sewing. It's what I love to do. So, you know, if no one likes it, I do. He says in the mirror. Yeah, I guess I should start cleaning up in here. It's a mess. Do you know when I bought these pants in Montana a long time ago, I had no idea I was going to use them as a template for most of my clothes. It's a catchy song, damn it. Gotta love Huey. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. I think you're time traveling. I think you're time traveling. I could be wrong, though. Wait, you should call those Montana pants that you should call those Montana pants then. That's your trademark now. Okay, I like that. I like that. They're all Montana pants. I like that. It makes me laugh. Like you cannot buy something like this in the store in California. But in I was going to say Utah, but in Montana, Carhartt pants are everywhere. You would literally have to special order those here. But in Montana, they're in every little trading post, every store, and they had it actually in my size too. Oh man. Do you know what's funny? I'm gonna start making shorts and the weather's gonna cool off. This entire summer I've made nothing but hot clothes. And I know when I start making shorts, it's gonna start snowing. Oh. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Wrong button. I was just trying to check on something. Sorry. Perfect. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I purchased today. I went crazy at the swap meet, but I went there knowing I was going to buy a bunch of fabric because I've been cleaning and, you know, I have more space now. Oh, all right. I'm gonna jump off here in a minute because I've been going for a while. I came on early just to say thank you. I think from now on, every Saturday, I'm going to hop on earlier if I can. My problem is sometimes I take a nap and I don't wake up until a certain amount of time because I'm so passed out. But today it was nothing but caffeine. So I'll definitely be back at it on Monday. I'm going to have a ton of shorts out. I need to start organizing. I'm like 3 sewing machines back now. I need to stop buying sewing machines and start putting them out in my videos and start showing them off. I'm going to start working on this. I'm excited I got this sewing machine going. I'm absolutely excited. Absolutely, Alibaba and I are on the same page. I'm kind of shocked that I got it going. Excuse me. But it just needs patience and a little bit of sewing machine oil, and it fired right up. And once I figured out the tension, it started sewing. It wasn't even about the feed dogs. I made sure everything was screwed down. Most of the time, it's just the little things of knowing how to maintain something that will keep a machine running forever. So I'm excited. I will be back at it on Monday. We're back to the school year, so I'm gonna have nothing to do. We're gonna go back to my 4-hour streams. The school year is back, so we're gonna be staying up late on school nights on Mondays and Wednesdays. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll be back at it. I'm always around. I'm always around. I'm putting out videos. I'm gonna try to start putting out videos besides just my Friday shows, but I get busy, you know. So almost about time the network moved you up to an earlier time. I'm moving up in the world. I'm moving up in the world. Oh, I switched networks. I went from NBC to CBS. We'll see how it goes. But seriously, I want to thank you guys. So here's the 800 more, and 800 past that. I don't even know what to say sometimes. So I absolutely thank every single person who has subscribed to my channel. I utterly and completely appreciate every single one of you. Like I said, I'm just some shrub who sews on the internet. I'm still here after all these years, and I thank you. I absolutely thank you. I'll be back at it on Monday. I'm going to have a few videos out, but like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I know I'm shocked too. Let's 800 more. I didn't know that. I didn't know that many people liked sewing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll be back at it on Monday. Everyone is absolutely appreciated. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you